Hey, girl. Hey. And thank God we got it done with that episode of Baking Sugar we just did.
Good Lord. You
Uh,
Slay Me fans, we just had to suffer through maybe one of our least favorite episodes of Designing Women.
Goodness. But we're back with this. Dear
We're back
listeners,
to fun one.
we apologize for missing a week again. We had life happen. I was in Cherokee gambling again.
Yeah, he was.
I was. It was fantastic. Um, I love gambling at Harris Cherokee. I'm trying to get them to sponsor us for.
Full disclosure, just for
Full
the
disclosure.
fans.
Yes.
Mims does not have a gambling problem. I know she's been gambling a couple of times recently. She does not have a gambling problem.
No. I save up money. Money to do this. This is how I release myself.
Yeah, your patron dollars are not going to Mims.
No. That goes for my real work money, y'all. Your money goes to producing, not producing, because I don't pay anybody to produce. Your money goes to
funding.
That's a good word. It basically goes to storage, right? Yeah. Like you have to pay somebody to store the podcast and put them out there. That's what your money goes to right now.
It's like NPR.
Yes.
Or
we
PBS.
couldn't do it without your support and commercials.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, girl. So how are you? What's new with you? Even though
I'm good.
Talk about a little bit more.
Good. Yeah, no, I'm good. I went and saw David Sedaris yesterday. He did a reading here in the South Florida. We did a little meet and greet that we waited an hour and a half for. Totally worth it. Because I love him very much. And he is a fan of culottes, and I promised him the next time he comes, I will deliver him a pair of culottes. So I know.
Well, I'm still waiting on something from you myself.
Girl, I'm literally going to be working on that after this week. So.
Yeah, you said that.
No, for real. Like, for real this time.
For real this time.
No, because listen, this is what happened. Let me tell you what.
What happened was, dear listeners, I am supposed to be getting a, I don't even know, a caftan, I guess.
Caftan, right? So here's what happened.
Which is just one seam, y'all.
No, I don't do that. My caftans are not just one seam. They're nicer than that. My caftans are nice.
1, 2, 3.
I don't like you. My caftans are nice.
And then the bottom.
There's going to be like a design to it. So
okay.
Calm down. So anyway,
I trust you.
So when I thought I was done sewing for like regular projects a little bit, so two things happened. So number one, my baby bear drag child had a performance last night, and they told me the other week, they're like, can you help me with an outfit? And I was like, yeah, sure, like that should work. And they couldn't decide exactly on what the kind of outfit was they wanted, which made it difficult for me to get a pattern for it. So eventually I was just like, I'm just gonna make you something. I'm just gonna make you something. And so that took the first thing.
Did you learn that's what you're supposed to do from Project Runway Girl?
I know that the
you ask what color they want, you ask what shape they kind of want, and then you just make them something.
Well, that's what.
And if they don't like it, they're gonna wear it anyway.
Right. So then the second thing happened. Right. I just realized this is like a very family lineage kind of story. So then the closest thing I have to a drag mother is performing next week.
Okay.
And I'm already making her a pride flag caftan for June, because June, as you know, just from like social media, we have a thing here every couple of months called the Black Market. And so my drag mom is the host of it. And so she's like, oh, can you make me a thing, like you did for the American flag one that you did? And I was like, yeah, sure. And but this week's theme, the one for Saturday's theme, it's a very specific theme, which is like it's like an adult anime and cosplay night.
Ooh.
Right. It's gonna be fun. It's super fun, right? And so I asked her when she texted me the other week, I was like, Shelly, what are you wearing for next week's show? And Shelly sounds like this. So I always read her messages like this, and she's like, what do you mean? I was like, Shelly, it's a very specific theme this time. It's like it's like the last time it was just fashion show, right? That was the last time. This one's specific. And then she was like, I don't even know what this is. She's like, all I know is that I thought it was like a country because the Kauai sounds like Hawaii. I was like, what?
Oh
And
my
so
God.
yeah, no, literally, I was just like, okay. I was like, Shelly, I was like, I'll make you something. So just don't worry. I was like, I said you can't just do your normal thing because what Shelly does, Shelly is literally like, I hope you get to meet Shelly someday. Shelly is just so old school that she always wears like a very similar, like sparkling bodice dress with no boobs and a hairy chest, a Marilyn Monroe style wig,
Uh-huh.
light makeup, like, like all of those things. And so I was like, Shelly, I don't want to tell you can't. I'm just going to tell you that everybody coming to this is going to be like, it's a theme this time, like a full on, like
Yeah.
a, you know. And so I was like, I gotta make her something. So I found a great fabric. Well, it's not really a fabric. It was some bed sheets. I found some Hello Kitty bed sheets on Amazon. No,
Perfect.
it wasn't on Amazon. It was on Walmart.com. And so I had them send it to me. So that's what I've been working on for this past week is like all of my kids and my mom's things. So I, my husband was trying to figure out what was going on. He's like, I thought you said you were done sewing like dresses for a bit. And I was like, stuff came up. It's just right. I
And
can't
you
just have,
like it. And
I
you
can't have,
like it.
well, I like it, but I can't have like, I can't have the people that I love most, like not, you know what I mean? Like not represented well, that sort of thing. It's like
Right.
I realize that my drag mom has like legitimately no idea what's about to happen this coming Saturday. Like she really doesn't understand because like even the flyer, I'll give you an idea of like just how extreme the theme is going to be. So part of next week's show
Uh-huh.
is that they are going to have and I am reading this directly from the flyer. They are
Okay.
going to have a hentai cosplay contest.
A hentai cosplay contest?
Yes. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like
Oh
it
my.
is it is just it's not, and so that's why I kept saying like we have to do something. We have to do
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
so that's what I've been working on. So yeah, so don't worry, your thing is literally the next in line.
Well, speaking of the next one, Mame, did you know we have a Patreon?
What?
Dear listeners, we have a Patreon with 2 patrons.
Oh my gosh. What? You like us.
You
You really
really
like
like
us.
us. If more of you want to like us, please go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, and throw us some
And we
more
have
money.
and we have a special gift for you if you do.
That's right. We will comment and review one episode of a show. Doesn't matter the show, just let us know, and then we'll put the content on Patreon so just the patrons can see it.
Literally, it doesn't matter what the show is. It could be Succession, it could be King of the Hill, it could be Guy's Backyard Burgers, like it could be anything.
Girl, speaking of, do you know what? Oh my God. There's a Guy Fieri restaurant in Cherokee now.
No.
And for you and specifically you, they're putting in a oh God, what is his name? I had it, then I lost it. The
Gordon
asshole
Ramsay?
British chef.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, they're putting in Gordon Ramsay basically food court.
We're literally getting that's so funny you said that. We're actually getting our first Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Yeah.
He's never had a restaurant in South Florida.
Wow, that's kind of
And we're getting our first Gordon Ramsay restaurant. It's opening like in the next like few months.
wow.
So it's like everybody's already chomping at the bit, but it's just funny because he's recognized, but he's a
Yeah.
celebrity,
Yeah.
and it's just funny because there's literally like this is actually, you know what, you should come down here sometime one year because we actually have uh the Food Network hosts the South Beach Food and
Yeah.
Wine Festival here
Yeah, I know.
every year. You should come down sometime. We should do that so we
Oh,
could go like
girl, I don't like
meet Ina
festivals.
Garden,
We're not
and
going to meet
Nigella
Ina Garden.
Lawson.
It's going to be like a 12-hour wait to get to see her.
Yeah, we'd be eating that whole time.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's
and
true.
drinking.
And Ina Garten doesn't come that far south anymore.
Oh, is it skin cancer?
Yeah, no,
She's a very pale white lady.
It's like they send. I doubt Bobby Flay even goes down there anymore.
No, he does come. Bobby Flay comes.
And Gianna.
Gianna comes. The lady with the spiky blonde hair, she comes.
Okay,
Guy Fieri.
who's bisexual.
Guy Fieri. Oh wait, that's the Guy Fieri.
Well, I'm sure Guy Fieri's down there too, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, no, he definitely comes. You know,
and
he's not going to miss.
Supposedly a super cool dude. Like all the bad things you can say about him, he's supposedly a super cool dude.
No, yeah, I've actually heard that he has done a lot of amazing things for like different groups and different individuals and all of that.
And like he warns people before his diners, drive-ins, and dives thing. Are you sure you won't do this? Because people are going to start coming. And like, and I was listening to an interview with somebody who was on the show, and like they saw a boost whenever it was first on, and they can tell whenever a rerun hits because like 2 weeks later, that boosts up again. I believe JB's in Statesville was on there.
It was, yes, it was.
And do you know what was on the WRAL Traveler this week?
How could I possibly know?
Porta Pit.
No.
Yes, they went to Statesville, North Carolina for Porta Pit, which is only up 2 days a week. And they were like, you know, and this model gives so much money to charities and stuff, because what they do is they just sell the stuff to the charities, and then they, for a base price, and the charities hike up the price on it and sell it better, more.
Do you realize just in that moment, my brain just shot back 20 plus years, and I could taste those meals we used to sell at school. Like I could taste and smell them.
I know.
Oh, so distinctive. It's like such a distinctive.
You know, normally the pulled pork's better at a place than the chicken. Porta Pit's chicken is
so amazing.
And they like created that pit themselves that just rotates it around through that liquid, which is probably pork fat. Who knows what it is?
I don't care.
Anyway, listeners, speaking of not caring about things, we've got another podcast. It's called Baking Sugar. It's our Designing Women podcast. I mean, go on over there and give it a listen. Dear listeners, this is our first time recording both back to back, and we may be a little punchy, which, you know,
we're usually punchy for this one.
We're usually punchy, so hopefully we've got the right amount of punchy.
We did that. We spaced them. We placed them like they normally are, so that when we are a little bit more tired and silly, that we like how we are on Wednesday nights. We used to record these, so you know, this is our effort of trying to get some work-life balance because because I work too much.
Yeah, and I'm with my new job, I'm going to have to travel some.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yes,
Say
girl.
What?
I get to go to San Diego.
What? Traveling fish?
Are you showing me your wedding band? Is that what you're showing me?
I'm just doing like a Beyonce. I'm like, wow.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to San Diego and to Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that place is nice. I'm sure. So when do you go to San Diego? When can I come with you? Let me bring some wigs and some outfits so I get some bookings while you have a hotel room.
Girl, if you want me to, just let me know when you come on out. I will.
Lord, we should take Mims and Babe over to San Diego.
Girl, us in the desert. What?
With them Navy officers. I love seamen.
That's what Mr. Mims said. Don't get lost on the pier.
I ain't gonna get lost. I know where I'm going.
That flag is at full staff.
Yes. Raise the missing
they
mask.
don't want us. We are too old and too
They're gonna think we're their parents.
Especially with us.
Are you looking for your? I'm sorry, ma'am. Are you looking for your child?
Your grandchild is what they'll ask us, girl. Ma'am, why are you wearing so much makeup? Are you not hot out here in the sun?
It's all the SPF. It's all got SPF in it. I'm not trying to have any more wrinkles. I can't.
Oh,
If I get any
my
more, they're gonna call me a
God.
raisin.
My God. My God. Where is this episode? You ready to do this shit?
Yes.
This is season 1, episode
my
17. Tough guys don't die.
Dun dun dun.
So in Boston.
Boston.
Is that the accent? I think
I
it's a
don't
New
know.
York accent.
Boston. We had a VP from Boston at our company for a hot minute. She didn't last very long. I felt bad. I really liked her a lot.
Well, that's a story that.
Yeah. She didn't last very long. It was very weird. She was there for some months, and then all of a sudden she like announced her she put in her resignation, and we were all kind of like, what happened? Because the company she came to from that company, she had been there for 15 years.
Oh.
What happened? We never found out, but it's fine.
Well, the private investigator Archie is on the phone.
Archie.
And he's talking to JB about the Danbury scalping murder.
Yeah,
Not scalping, scalpel murder. Scalpel. I put scalper at first, it's like they're scalping, but no, scalpel.
I just realized scalp has a lot of think about that. That word scalp is in so many types of phrases.
I think it was because it used to take skin off the top of a scalp.
Well, yeah, but that's what they call the people that do the tickets, right? They're called scalpers.
Yes.
For shows.
Cutting heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What do you mean they're cutting heads?
That's head like the they're putting money on top of something so the head whatever of the money.
Oh,
like, I forget what the proper term is.
I never understood why it was called a scalper. That
I could be wrong. Let's look at the etymology real quick.
Oh my God.
Etymology of
just in case anybody in our audience is into etymology of words, we would highly recommend the podcast The Illusionist. It's a wonderful podcast about words.
How do you spell scalper?
Also, if you're interested in the different careers of people, because as we're talking about the career of a scalper, I would also like to recommend the show Ologies on anywhere you find your podcast networks, because that's a great thing to talk about different career paths of different sciences and skill levels.
No, it just started being used in the 19th century for no real reason. Offensive term.
Okay.
Well, it comes from oh, okay. It is mildly racist.
Mildly racist. We're not going to go any deeper then.
No. It's Native American, mildly racist.
Well, I knew about the scalping from the Native American part of
but
things,
like
but
I
didn't understand how that got into ticket sales for shows.
Who knows? Started in the 19th century during that great time.
Oh man, what a good time for dying.
Yes. So the PI is like, it's a dead end. Everything's dead end. But I do have a lead in Vermont. A nurse named Martha Clay.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So he gets off the phone with JB.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's recording everything that went on. Like we find out that these PIs make a lot of recordings. Then somebody comes in. You hear the door. Is it you? Is it you? Bang, bang.
Bang,
I
bang.
shot you dead.
Bang, bang. That awful sound.
Bang,
bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. Some stranger shot him down. Brother.
That's the one thing. So in Star Trek, Bajorans, this is the weirdest thing. Bajorans clap by holding their right hand still and hitting the back of it with their left hand. It makes so much more sense than this. It's so much easier to do.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we're at the dock right now.
Yeah, the docks.
And we're seeing Santini developers. And we find out Archie was following Santini because he's looking at the newspaper and he sees a picture of Archie. He said, well, I guess that'll take care of him. That'll take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at the airport and we see a Concorde landing. Oh, girl. Don't you wish you could have flown in the Concorde?
I guess.
I mean, except for it being completely unsafe.
I was going to say, like, didn't that have a lot of problems?
It did. But like, so there's a new company that just found its way to North Carolina,
Kakalaka.
Greensboro, that is making at PTIR Airport, making a supersonic airplane.
You know, it's really funny. A lot of people don't know this because, you know, Greensboro is not technically one of the more known cities in North Carolina.
It's the fourth largest.
Yeah, I know. But what a lot of people don't know is that they basically have like a Research Triangle Park type thing for aviation.
They do.
When I used to do, I know this specifically because when I used to work at the gas station when I was in college, that was out there by that area. So a lot of those people would come in when they got off work, and so you know they would talk about some of the stuff that they were working on. So, there's just actually like 6 or 7 different aviation companies, like development companies out there. Well, it's probably a lot more at this point. That was 6 or 7 back in like 2003.
We just got our first automotive manufacturer in North Carolina.
Oh,
it's a Vietnamese electric vehicle manufacturer called VinFast.
That's
a lot of things I just said.
That's a lot of things.
They are building it in Chatham County, right outside Siler City.
Oh my God!
Dear listeners, you may know Siler City as the city that Aunt Bee went to go live in after she retired from the Andy Griffith Show. They also talk a lot about Siler City in the Andy Griffith Show. For some reason, there's nothing there. It was like North Carolina's first Latino radio station was there.
That's really interesting. Like, it's interesting to me that a Vietnamese company is doing it. Mm-hmm. It's almost as if they didn't speak to all of the Vietnamese immigrants that came in the last 30 years to North Carolina.
Well, that's because we have such a large Vietnamese population.
No, but I remember how Vietnamese people were treated when they started moving into Statesville?
Well, I also worked with a woman who was one of the boat people who came over to. Dear listeners, there were a group of refugees called boat people because they fled the communist government on boats, on shanty boats. Many died. They made it to large boats and ended up coming to the United States, usually through mission groups.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them had to convert to Catholicism and that sort of thing in order to be brought here.
I remember, 'cause I don't know if you remember this, but like there was actually like about 4 families that got settled literally like a mile from my old house.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they all were on the school bus. None of them spoke any English at all, and it was a struggle.
The thing that I remember was when Asmo started being which is a Korean company, in Statesville. We had an influx of Korean people, and our school nurse. Dear listeners, I don't even know what her name was. She was the worst school nurse ever.
She was.
We were
Remember when I had the concussion in 5th grade, and she just told me to go put my head down on the desk?
Yes. Like, she's the one when talking to us about deodorant in 7th grade was like, or 8th grade, just put all over your body. You don't have to just put under your arm, just put all over your body. And then, like, she was the one who This is a racism, y'all. I am getting ready to say a racism. She was in class. We were talking about dental health and stuff. She looks at the two Koreans sitting in front of me and says, "Oh, y'all eat a lot of rice, which is why your teeth are so bad." Like, what? What? I verbally gasp at like 12 or 13 years old. I was like, that's racism.
That's a racism. I don't know. I'm pretty certain that was a racism.
So we meet Priscilla, who was editor-in-chief of Femininity magazine.
I love her.
I do too. And I believe her ex-husband's name is Kevin.
Yep.
And he's meeting her at the airport to tell her that a PI was snooping on her.
Oh.
And the PI is now dead.
Kevin, you didn't.
Jacques. So there's a car in front of JB's house with the worst PI ever in it, Jerry Orbach.
Jerry Orbach! You know I love Jerry Orbach.
So JB leaves the house and he breaks in to the house.
Terrible.
Yes. If you ever want to see, dear listeners, Jerry Orbach, you may know from Law and Order. Bum. But you may also know him from, or you should look up him doing Razzle Dazzle because he was in Chicago.
He was the original dude in Chicago.
Yeah, and it is fantastic. He's also Lumineer from Beauty and the Beast. I'm not going to say the original one because there is only one.
I love him so much. I love Jerry Orbach.
He is great. He is fantastic.
Like seeing him, like when I saw the name on the credits, I was just like, oh, I'm so excited.
He's in multiple episodes of this too.
I know. Well, of course he is.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Good. We'll find out why a little bit later. He breaks in, and then JB appears behind her, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm Harry McGraw, Archie's partner." And she's like, "Oh, I guess you can be here now."
Literally, like, oh, okay.
Archie was working on 3 cases, not 1, not 2, but 3 cases.
That's busy for a PI.
And he thinks that one of the cases could have brought Archie's demise.
Oh, no, Archie.
It definitely wasn't Harry because he was in Tulsa.
Yes.
On an oil rig.
Yep, as you do.
As you do.
In Tulsa.
And he's like, Jerry Orbach does look at her. I should call him Harry now. Harry looks at her and is like, you got a lot of balls coming back here. And she's like, oh, I already called the sheriff. He'll be here in a minute.
I was just in bed with him.
We did really miss a Tom Bosley, Jerry Orbach scene. I wish Tom Bosley had shown up.
I thought the same thing.
Because
I felt robbed.
Uh-huh.
Tom Bosley doing that crazy accent of his with Jerry Orbach chewing up the scenery. Oh.
Yep. So suddenly we're at Archie's house.
Yes.
And JB is talking to his wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's very distraught. And she's like, I don't know anything. Like, I don't know anything.
She is not in. She is not with it today. She's like, just don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. And so now we're back at Santini's. And somebody is watching. It's Ray, the other PI.
There's PIs everywhere. PIs everywhere.
We find out Jerry Orbach shows up, Harry shows up, and we find out that the wife hired the PIs to watch Santini because she thinks he's cheating.
Yep.
And according to Harry, she's built like a Steinway, but fairly dim upstairs.
Which I know what a Steinway looks like, and for me, I try to think about the interpretation of that as a bot. Like, when a person talks about Coke bottle shape, you're like, what that is.
Yeah.
But when a person says a Steinway, I'm like, so like a Steinway as it sits on the stage, or like a Steinway turned on its side, but then which side are you turning the steering wheel on? Because if you turn it
No,
on the
it's
wrong
4 legs.
direction,
She's got 4 legs.
you turn it in the wrong direction, that's
3
going to
legs,
be
I
a
guess.
very,
And
very
wheels.
strange person. Because some Steinway, if you turn a Steinway a certain way, it looks almost just like a triangle, which is that doesn't seem appealing to me. And then if you turn it the other way, right, it's just like
or you turn it. Maybe he turned it front way so it's flat, and then a badonkadonk.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Or it's just a line. It could just be a line,
hey,
man.
The people want to know, Mims. We're trying to get to the bottom of this.
They don't particularly want to know. They want to know why we decided to do this podcast is what they want to know, Maim. And we don't have an answer. Boredom, mostly.
It's not even boredom. It's just ridiculousness. If you can't appreciate how ridiculous Murder, She Wrote is, you are listening to the wrong podcast, because that's why we listen to this mess.
Well, Harry takes over for Ray. There we are. It's Ray. And Santini leaves. Well, Harry follows. Harry's following. And Santini's guys lock him, put their cars in front of him, behind him, and pull him out of the car and hit him.
Hard. Poor Jerry Orbach.
So we're now at the office, at the PI's office, and we meet Alma, the secretary.
Yes.
Hey, guys.
I love Alma.
She's fantastic. She likes coffee. And putting on a lipstick. Just a light red that's blood-colored. So there's a soccer player, a famous women's soccer player named Marta.
Just Marta? She's like Cher? She has one
yes. She,
wow, that's awesome.
I mean, she's got multiple names, but she just goes by Marta. She is considered one of the best women's soccer players ever. She is a big old lesbian too. She's Brazilian. Big old lesbian.
No, a big old Brazilian lesbian? Ooh.
She's not big. She's about your height.
Oh, darn it.
Your height. Get it?
I'm the same height as David Sedaris, by the way.
Yeah,
we're the same height. Yeah, we're the same height.
Anyway, she started wearing. You know how it's kind of traditional for women soccer players to wear a lot of makeup?
No.
It is.
I don't know anything about women's soccer.
Well, she started wearing this lipstick color that is blood red.
Ooh.
And she's like, I started wearing it because it reminds me of the color of the blood of my victims.
Oh.
I'm like, you are so crazy and I love you dearly. She's beautiful. Marta is beautiful.
Oh my gosh. She is lovely.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that lipstick color pops.
Doesn't it though? It looks wacky on the field.
I need the women's soccer team to start doing makeup tips, because if their makeup is lasting through a soccer match, they need to be endorsing some products for drag queens.
Girl, it's mostly just mascara and lipstick.
Oh. Well, then she has very good skin then, because it looks like she has.
It is. It is.
She is beautiful.
I told you.
Wow.
Yes.
I am into this. That lipstick color is everything.
I don't know what it is.
Woo, it's everything. You know how I am. I'm like, girl,
look good on you. Y'all are kind of similar.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, wait a minute, girl.
You need to Google what color that is.
I need to get on her Instagram. I hope she's somebody's endorser. I bet it's like some Marc Jacobs or some mess like that. I bet.
Nah. It's probably Walgreens.
That is not no Walgreens. If she's the most popular soccer person or whatever you said, I'm sure that it's
the most popular soccer person or whatever I said.
All that stuff. I don't know sports stuff. You know that. So you said she's very popular.
Alma is just looking at a picture of Archie crying. Just crying.
Oh, Martha.
JB's already there. And so they talk about the other cases, her and Harry. The other case are 1, there's Santini. 2, they're running background on Prissy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you find out that JB is wanted for an article femininity.
Oh man, this conversation.
And they talk about like her books, and Harry did not like them, and she has the best response I've ever heard to that. Well, that's your privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's one of the best lines in the show so far.
Yes. Anytime someone doesn't agree with me in the future, I'm going to just say, well, that's your privilege. I mean, most of the time, people who don't agree with me, it's going to be something like very conservative. So I'll just say, well, that's your white privilege. Move on.
Yes, ma'am. You better put them people in their place.
Girl, so I did not watch a single drop of the RuPaul's Drag Race reunion episode, except for what you posted with Diabetic crying those white girl tears.
I'm telling you, okay, so sidebar. So we all know now, right? Anybody that is a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, you are all familiar with the evil edit, the bitch edit, the however you want to put it edit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I personally do, and I'm being serious, I don't think, because she is a bit delusional, I do not think that Diabetti realized just how bad her edit was until the reunion. And it was a specific moment that happened that you didn't see where we shared when I shared it. So basically, RuPaul asked them, right? And so obviously Jasmine says something about it, Georges. Alyssa Hunter, who is very limited in her English capacity, right?
Yeah.
She said, I'm just going to say it, die your bitch. And I'm telling you, I think something snapped because Alyssa wasn't there most of the time.
Yeah.
And so I think Daya hearing that out of Alyssa's mouth, literally, like not even like 5 seconds after that, that's when the waterworks started. And I was like, this girl just realized just now, oh, I'm the villain of the season. Because as we know now, whoever is the villain of the season, it can be it's a two-edged sword. You either are popular after that, or you don't get jack in terms of bookings. So no, and so I literally, well, she's on the Work the World tour because she's in the final. But other than that, like, I think literally she was just like, because she did two things. So you saw only the thing I sent, I posted. Later in the episode, she did another mea culpa. Like literally, like can I just say one more thing? And did another mea culpa.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was joking. I mean, I was joking, but I was very serious. Like she knew after this reunion that, oh no, what is it, Molly? You in danger, girl. Like she knew. So she was like, how am I gonna pay for all these costumes if I can't get bookings? So
now we're at the Boston Police.
Why does everything for you sound New York?
And there's a Jesse Jackson type.
Oh man, Paul Winfield. Yeah.
Lieutenant Starkey.
Are you familiar with Paul Winfield?
I know him from one role.
What's that?
Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
He is the other captain who dies. Like, he's very good.
So just to give you some context, right? Because obviously in these things, there's going to be characters you might not be familiar with. So Paul Winfield in the Black community is considered, he's basically like the TV equivalent of like James Earl Jones. Okay. Like he is like the Black TV character actor that like all Black people know Paul Winfield. So like when he shows up in things, that's like Black people like like they get a little excited. He was on 227 for a bit. Like who
was he on 227?
He was in some of the later seasons. He played like the building manager.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was the building. Oh yeah.
He's so over dramatic that you think he's gay because he's so over dramatic.
Yeah.
A lot of times. But yeah, so when he showed up on there, of course, my little heart was like, oh Lord, he's about to start chewing on some scenery because that's all he does.
He really looks like Jesse Jackson.
I know.
He really does. Those wide set eyes are just a little sad. He's a little like chubby to be Jesse Jackson, but like looks a lot like him.
I would be not surprised if he hasn't played him.
What'd you say?
I said I would not be surprised if he hasn't played him.
Yeah. Goodness. Anyway, the police are letting Harry, quote unquote, handle the investigation. An eye for an eye.
Yep. They want that dude dead.
Yeah. And JB does not agree with this. Like, she is very, justice needs to be served, but not like that.
It's like the Meatloaf song.
I will do anything for love,
but I won't do that.
So there's a story of our voices right there caused Google to say there's an echo. No.
Wow.
So our the Celine Dion song. There were crashes of sun. There were flashes of light.
Baby, if I touch you like this, and you.
All coming back to me now. Yeah.
Yes.
Was originally supposed to be a Meatloaf song.
I can see that.
It's written by the same dude who did.
Yeah, I can totally see that because I mean it's literally, Oh,
and
this is funny.
The dude who wrote it was like, no, it's Celine.
I'm glad. I'm very glad because,
They finally settled in court, and there's a Meatloaf version of it on like Bad Out of Hell 17.
Fun fact.
Funny.
Paul Winfield was in a TV movie, and
he played Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, it was in it. No, he played Martin Luther King Jr. Yes.
Now that I don't see.
Yeah. He was. It had girl. We need to find this.
Who played Loretta Scott?
We gotta find this.
Who played Loretta Scott King?
Cicely Tyson. I'm gonna need to find a copy of this and
it's
order
probably
it.
Not good.
I need a bottle of rosé. Oh my goodness! I need to find this. It was okay. This is where that back in the day, right when TV studios used to do things. So this was in 1978, and it was. I love this. This is what it says on Wikipedia about the reception. The miniseries earned 9 Emmy Award nominations, including nominations for Paul Winfield, Cicely Tyson, and Ossie Davis, who played Martin Luther King Sr., who, Lord, I can't even. If you don't know about Ossie Davis, he's another scene chewer. And then this is the best part, though. Though heavily promoted, the series met with controversy and was a huge ratings disappointment. The first installment was the lowest rated of all 64 primetime programs for the week of its debut.
Oh.
I wonder what I don't know. And then so I clicked on the reference thing because sometimes it's fun to click on references. So this reference speaks a lot to 1978. Obviously, this is from April 20th, 1978. The headline.
Oh, no.
Holocaust in quotations. Holocaust sweeps TV ratings.
What? What was Holocaust?
I don't know. And then it says NBC suffered disastrous ratings on King. So Holocaust was up against King. What? I don't understand. What was happening?
Neither sound like a good time to me. Neither sound like a good time.
What was happening in 1978? Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh my God.
And then so of course, they link you over to like a newspaper article that one of the headlines, this is amazing. So it says Holocaust, the network had been estimating the miniseries completion that 120 million people had seen all or part of Holocaust. So apparently in 1978, there was a very prestigious thing about like a miniseries about the Holocaust.
Okay.
But now I'm confused because I'm like, how have we never heard of something that did so well? It's not like that was just a couple of years before we were born.
I don't know. Well, girl, let's move on from the Holocaust.
Yes, Yeti. Let's
right
get back
now.
into the Holocaust that's happening in Boston.
We've only got about 12 more pages left.
The Boston Holocaust.
So we're at Femininity Magazine.
Yes.
And Harry wants to go into Prissy's office as Wade Tyler, who is a bikini maker or something like that. Women's apparel.
Women's bathing suits.
Well, JB is already in the office. And she's agreed to write an article for Femininity.
Yeah.
They want her to write an article about guts and strength of a woman. JB's like, nah, girl, it's going to be a remembrance of my husband.
You're like, what? No, we don't. We can't do that. That's not part of Femininity Magazine.
Davis Randolph is on the line.
Oh, Davis.
She says, I'll talk to him later. And Prissy then invites JB to a party.
Yep.
Well, JB leaves, and Tyler is there talking about advertising. Tyler, who's actually Harry.
Yes.
And he's like, I have 7 figures, and the first one doesn't start with a 1. Ha 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 ha.
So it's a 2.
Well, what happened to your cheek there, Harry? Or Tyler? Somebody just said something about my family upbringing. Ha 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 ha.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I will say, for doing an undercover kind of assignment, I would probably have put some makeup on over the bruise. I think that's it sticks out a lot.
Yeah, it does. So now we're back at the hotel, and Harry just let himself in, and not only let himself in, but smoking in a hotel room.
Terrible.
Uh-huh. But hell, it's the 80s. You could smoke anywhere.
Yes. Yeah, you could actually.
Girl, Germany has changed so much. I last went in 2019.
Yes.
With my family.
Yes.
It used to be people smoked everywhere.
Yeah.
They don't anymore.
Even in Germany?
Even in Germany. Like, there's still some smokers. It's more than America, but like...
That's crazy.
Nothing that used to be. Yeah. Used to smoke everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm sure the French still do.
That will be the French and the Chinese will be our last holdouts.
Yeah, pretty much.
like literally, because Marlboro said, China, we're coming for you. We need those lungs. Gotta have them. We gotta have them. So
JB is going to figure out who killed Archie. That is her number one aim. It's not to figure out the Danbury scalper.
Nope.
Scalpel murder. Not scalpel.
Scalper.
Scalpel. It's scalpel murder. Scalpel, because the dude was a doctor with a scalpel. Not scalper. Scalpel.
I know. I'm just saying it to mess you.
Scalpel.
I'm literally just doing it to mess you up. That's all I'm doing.
The Danbury Scooper murder.
The what?
That one.
Oh, my heart. Oh, okay. So we're gonna try to solve the murder.
And JB's like, I won't let you murder him, Harry. I won't let you do it. I will find out, and I will bring them to justice. Yes. And you will not be able to do anything.
So noble.
And if you do, I'll tell Prissy who you really are.
Oh, no.
And he's like, okay, fine. You can come over to the PI's office tomorrow, and we'll go through the stuff together.
Yeah. Doesn't want to mess up his stuff.
We're at the PI's office, and we find out who hired the company to look in Prissy.
Yeah.
It's EPF.
Who's that?
We don't know. Oof. A little stiff.
Oh.
Been sitting in this chair. This chair is I'm sucking on a candy, sitting in a chair. I'm falling apart. Oh, and now I'm voguing. I've started voguing. Girl, I can't
Grandma,
stop myself.
are you going to die soon? Grandma, are you dying?
I can't stop myself. I'm voguing.
I thought that was a hot flash.
Girl, I live a hot flash.
You have lived a hot flash for a long time.
So we find out that Randolph Davis is a political operator, and Prissy is running for senator.
Oh, Prissy.
And we find out Ray comes in. Santini took $85,000 out on a loan. We'll figure out why he did that, says Harry. Fine. So Ray goes figure out why.
Fine. More and more your villain character sounds like somebody from Bob's Burgers to me. Like I feel like that could be like a, like they find some dude that's like just living in their basement like that.
Are you excited to see the movie?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I love that show too.
It's a pure joy. Like it's literally like just a pure joy to watch that show.
Dear listeners, when we were on the Debatable podcast, we had to pick out who the best TV parents were, and we picked the Belchers.
The Belchers, because they are.
They are. They really are. They are the best television parents.
Loving, caring, protective.
Jenny Slate is in everything, everywhere, all at once.
Oh, really?
For a hot second. Yeah, she's good. She's so good. It's such a good movie. And do you know who the co-star is?
No.
Short Stack from Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom.
I'm
It's
sorry,
his third
what?
role. Yes. He quit acting after Goonies.
He came back into acting?
He's been producing and stuff, but he came back into acting after Goonies. Yes. And he is so good.
Holy crap.
So good.
That's really neat. That's like the best. That's the craziest but most exciting news. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good movie. I want you to see it like today. I want you to you and your husband to go and see it today.
We can't.
Why not?
Because he's working on his continuing education credits today.
Go without him.
I'm gonna somehow go to this this Asian masterpiece of a movie and leave my half Asian husband at home.
I guess he won't be getting continuing education anymore, will he?
Wow.
Look, girl, I got the head wobble.
I thought that was Tourette's.
I know somebody with Tourette's. And one time we were just sitting there. I didn't know he had Tourette's.
Okay.
And one time we were sitting on a plane, and he had a bad face tick. And I looked over. He was like, "Yeah, did you not know I had Tourette's?" I was like, "No, I didn't. He's like, "Yeah, I don't have the interesting kind where I'll just cuss you out randomly." I'm like, "What? That's not what."
Did you know I have tics now too?
I did not. Is it Tourette's or something else?
They don't think it's Tourette's. They think it's just tied into my over the top anxiety that I have.
Oh,
but yeah,
fantastic.
I've had it for about I don't know, like 9 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they thought it would go away. It hasn't.
Have you just tried taking magnesium supplements? I love it whenever people are like, I have diagnosed anxiety that blah, 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 blah. Well, have you tried this supplement? It supposedly works.
The answer is yes.
Because when it gets that bad, you probably tried every fucking thing, haven't you?
They actually gave me, at one point, it got really bad for a period of time. And they gave me, what's the disease where people shake a lot?
Parkinson's?
Yeah, they gave me like a mild Parkinson's medication because there was a point where it was like bad, like really
tremors.
Bad. Yeah, and thankfully it leveled out over the years. But yeah, it happened. It happened last night when I was sitting in the audience. Anytime I get anxious, it just starts happening, and I have these like physical tics.
I had the weirdest anxiety thing happen to me the other day that I've never had happen.
Yeah.
It was my last day at the job, and I was sad and happy, and I was just feeling a lot of emotions. I get anxiety, like mild anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
And my hands started going numb and cold. And I was like, what is this? So I'm like, am I having a stroke? And like my coworker was like, Eric, you're very anxious. Go sit down, relax. Like she knew this before I like was feel this. So I sat down. I was like, so I Googled it, and my hand's not moving very well as I was doing it. And it's like, oh no, that's an anxiety thing. I'm like, great. Let me breathe in and do the whole hear one thing, see one thing, blah 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 blah, center myself stuff.
Now forever, whenever I see you, I'm gonna start singing the Jewel song. My hands are small.
I know,
No,
but they're
not yours.
They are my own. I hate that song so much. Jewel was some trash.
She's still around. She just does country
I
music
shouldn't say that. Her music, her voice was very pretty, and then she did that Venus commercial song.
Now I will say the Venus commercial was not great. However, the remixes of that song Intuition were actually quite hot.
Uh-huh.
I was like, wait a minute. Why have you not been doing this the whole time?
Well, we're at the party now.
Oh, I love this party.
And we find out that Kevin is still in love with Prissy.
Mm-hmm. They have a very interesting relationship.
And we meet Judge Cotta Lambert. I don't know why I'm making him a Southern judge, but he's now a Southern
you've
judge.
run out of Northern accents.
Well, his name's Cotta Lambert.
Yes.
Doesn't that sound Southern?
Carter?
Cotta Lambert?
I don't.
Say it with a Southern accent. It just rolls off.
Cotta Lambert. Oh.
See what I mean?
Oh, is that Colonel Cotta Lambert? Oh.
Lieutenant Cotta Lambert's back from the war.
Oh my goodness.
General Lambert will see you now.
Oh, General Lambert, you can't be holding me like that, sir. I'm a lady.
See what I mean?
I do. Now I get it. Yeah, I get it now.
We sent him all the way through the ranks and made him a general, and then he came back from the war and found Prissy.
Oh, Prissy, you and Colonel Lambert, y'all belong together.
Not if I have anything to say for it. I'm Kevin. Anyway, Judge Cotta Lambert. He was the Danbury murder trial defense attorney, and he got the dude off.
Yes. Which was probably shouldn't have.
So they have a little moment, and Judge Cotta Lambert walks away. So JB goes to Prissy. Is like, hey, the detective was investigating you. He died. And Prissy was like, I don't know anything about this murdered detective. And JB's like, I didn't say murdered.
Nope.
I said
died. Dun, dun, dun.
So now we're back at the PI's office. JB barges in because she figured out that Prissy hired Prissy.
That's right.
That EPF is editor and publisher of Femininity magazine. And Harry's like, oh, she's got some skeletons in the basement? A basement? In the basement?
So while we've been talking, I did look up Built Like a Steinway. That's not a thing.
I know it wasn't. It's a line.
So it's like he just spits these out. He just spits out these like...
These are lines, babe. These are lines. Can I say I told you so?
No, I know. I
told you so. Because you know why, man?
I want it to be real.
Because you know why? Because I told you so.
I know.
He meant she was built thick is what he meant. Thick and heavy and strong.
No, I got it now.
Like a Steinway.
Yes.
And you could play like a Steinway.
No, I get it now.
And she was black and white like a Steinway.
And bruised all over.
Bruised all over.
Isn't that a thing? Isn't that joke? Black and white and bruised all over? No, black and white.
It's not a Steinway.
What's black and white and bruised all over?
And red all over.
Oh, red all over.
Yeah.
No, don't listen to me. No.
Yeah, there you go. My God, black and white and bruised all over.
I don't know. I thought that was the word.
That's General Cotta Lambert after Kevin gets to it.
Oh, General.
Oh, General. Oh, my God. This
What's
is
happening?
skeletons. We all have some skeletons in our basement.
We do. We do. That's why mine's flooded.
Ain't anything flooded my basement in the month of Sundays.
Oh, those skeletons need a lifeboat. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. Just damn it all. Anyway, now we're at Archie's house.
Yep.
And Archie's wife, Archie's wife has a lead. Edith's got a lead. Her name's not Edith, but wouldn't it be great if it was?
It would have been perfect, actually.
So she hands JB an address or a name and a city in Vermont.
Yes.
And so JB takes the New England States bus to this tiny ass city in the middle of nowhere because apparently this bus just goes everywhere. Like it just goes to every tiny little city in Vermont and all those states up there.
I mean, it makes sort of sense.
How great would it have been if Senator Bernie Sanders had just showed up at this?
Oh, Jessica, I am asking you for your support today. Oh, you're young Senator Bernie. Oh.
He's still not young.
Jessica, I am asking you to provide me with the tools to get the job done.
God. So Jess goes into this office and approaches this nice secretary, last name Carhill, about Martha Clay.
Oh my!
She storms the fuck out.
She got real upset.
It's like, I do not want to talk about this. How dare you bring this up? And I am not in the mood. Thank you very much. Good night. Good love you. Good love you.
Good love you.
Good love you. Good love you. As General Lambert always says.
Sounds like a Fiddler on the Roof
General Carter Lambert
character.
always says, good love you.
That sounds like a Fiddler on the Roof character.
Good love you.
Oh, good love you. Go visit her. She's got the best locks in the city.
They are too poor to eat locks.
She's got the best. She's got
They
the
were eating
best
potatoes
matzah.
and dirt.
She's got the best matzah in the city.
I don't even know if they could have matzah. Jeez.
Goody love you. Goody love you.
Goody love you. That sounds like somebody at Roots. You just changed it completely over.
What's the other one? The
Queen?
No. What's the
Color purple?
No, the one where everybody has the goody Proctor, goody.
Oh, God, that's the Crucible.
That's it. It's a character from the group, which is back up in the New England area. See, we did full circle.
We just went full circle.
Like that bus. I'm sorry.
Right here, babe. It hurts.
I'm sorry.
Right here.
I'm sorry.
Well, her boss comes out. We find out her parents died in a fire.
Yes.
And her mother was Martha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Judge Carter Lambert is waiting outside.
Yes.
And he drives Jess back to Boston and tells her the full story.
Yes.
And it turns out Tom Carhill, who is that woman's father, was the actual killer. So they're at the PI's office. JB goes to the PI's office. Alma flips the lock, and we found out that Alma always locks the door at night, right? Always locks the door. Here he comes out with a gun and lets JB in. We find out that Tom Carhill murdered the person because his sister was raped and suicide. They committed suicide, and Tom and Judge Carter were friends of the war. So we whatever. It's a big old long mess. Regardless, Tom is the killer, and case closed.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. It was a long, drawn out thing just to be like, it could have been Tom. He
It could have been
did.
Tom, but yeah, it's not.
Well, Prissy, I'm on a Prissy now, had a press conference and denied all rumors that she's running for office.
That's right. That's exactly what a person does when they're not running for office.
Maim, there's a phone call.
Who is it?
It's Ray. I was just shot at.
Oh, no.
Somebody shot me. Shot at my car. Oh my God! I was watching Santini, and they just shot at my car.
Oh my God, Ray!
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you get that all happened to you. That's terrible.
So now everybody goes over to the police office, and Ray saw nothing. I saw nothing. Didn't see anybody shoot at me. Didn't see this. Didn't see that. I saw nothing. Well, they find out that the slugs match the ones that killed Archie. And Harry's like, well, that's a big surprise. We kind of figured that, right?
Yeah. It just confirmed our suspicions.
Which ones?
None. I just wanted to say that. It just sounded like the time to put that in there.
So JB leaves the police office, and Ray calls Alma to open up some files. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So JB starts looking through the files, and she finds a ripped file in Prissy's file.
Yep.
It all clicks. And JB runs to Prissy's.
Not in her velour jumpsuit.
Not in her velour jumpsuit. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose, dear listeners.
This nose blow brought to you by Puffs. For softer. What brand is it?
Amazon version of Kleenex.
Okay. This sneeze break, blowing your nose break is brought to you by Amazon Kleenex.
Yeah,
almost as good
like
as
pristine,
Puffs, but half the amount.
Pristine.
This sneeze break is brought to you by.
Okay, we're done with this. So we find out that Prissy is being blackmailed because 17 years ago she had an abortion back when Kevin was her teacher and she was a student. Archie discovered it, and they're asking $250,000 to keep it quiet.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of campaign finance money.
And she's like, Chrissy's like,
Bernie Sanders. This is what he talked about. This is what happens when you're bought and paid by the donors.
And Prissy was like, this day and age, you can't run for office after having had an abortion.
It's true. That was the 80s. That was like back in the religious time when the Christian coalition was making everything crazy.
I feel like in Massachusetts today you could.
Oh, yeah.
Real liberal, but
oh, yeah.
I don't think you could in North Carolina. Well, our lieutenant governor paid for one, and he's running for governor, so I guess you still can.
Me and my mom had a wonderful conversation about the people running for office up there the other day.
My, what did she say?
She was just like, what is the guy Bud? What's his name? Ted Bud?
Oh, Ted Bud.
She was just like, she told me, she said, she literally was like, please go look this man up. She's like, she's like, it is like a cartoon.
Like, here's the thing. So WRAL had a debate, okay?
Yeah.
And, two of the three showed up. Ted Budd did not. Pat McCrory, my God, Pat McCrory, he's running for senator.
Stop running for things.
Well, he wants to subtly take our rights away. He wants to do it in the
how he's
Mitt
always
Romney
done.
sort of that way. Yeah.
I know. I'm familiar with McCrory. He's been at it since we were in school.
It's the evil we know.
Yes.
Right?
Jeez.
Ted Budd did not show up. Mike Warner, something like that. It's something. The other one who's not going to win, was offered by Trump to go to his big rally. It wasn't even that big of a rally. Only like 2,000 people showed up. Big rally in North Carolina where he put his support behind Ted Budd. Was offered to show up to be called a really good politician. if he dropped out of the race. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Wow.
So he stayed in the race. He's like, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna be to the right of McCrory. You can vote for one of us. Funny story. Ted Budd's probably gonna be the one that wins. And he's going to be running against a black woman.
Oh, I don't want to be in that state for that. I don't want to be in the state for that of election at all.
She's the former Chief Justice of the North Carolina Supreme Court.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well-spoken, strong, boring. Like she's not going to energize very many people because she is like John Kerry boring is what I'm talking about.
No, that's really boring.
Yeah. So it's going to be
interesting time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Dear listeners, I do apologize. We're liberals. I don't apologize really, but
we're two comedy drag queens. If you didn't come up with that one by now, something's wrong.
So now we're back at the police station.
Mm-hmm.
JB wants to talk to the lieutenant. And then Santini drives up with Harry beat up in the car.
Again.
And so he drags him inside and Santini's like, I want to press the charges. It's like, I don't understand why y'all been following me. My wife, she's alone. But I love her so much. A boat got destroyed in that storm a while ago, and I've been repairing and building a new one. Here's the name of the guy that did it. Yeah.
He's determined. He's a determined fellow.
So JB then knows who killed him. So then they go back to the PI's office.
Running again. They don't run.
Yes. No, they don't run this time. And Ray shows up.
Oh, hey, Ray. What's going on? What are you doing here?
JB's like, hey, girl. You staged your own attack.
What?
You blackmail Prissy.
What?
And you killed Archie.
What?
That's
a stretch. That's a stretch.
That's a huge stretch. How did you know? She's like, well, you just unlocked the door, and I was taking a recording of it. You know, your keys jangle in a certain way, and I want you to listen to this. And she plays back the Archie's murder. Hear that jangle, girl? Yeah, that's from your keys.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry is there with a gun.
Yes.
And it's like, Archie, don't make me shoot you. I'm not Archie. Ray, don't make me shoot you. Well, next morning, Harry drives JB up to Cabot Cove and offers her a job.
I would have loved this spin-off.
Yeah, I would have too. Do 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 hot jazz.
Oh man.
Oh God. Oh girl. Well, did you like that?
Of course I did.
I know, me too. That was a good one. That was a fun one.
Like I just my favorite. So you'll see the theme, right? So my favorite Murder She Wrote. It's not that I have an unfavorite, but my absolute favorites are the more scene chewing character actors you can fit into one episode, the more I love it. And so
yeah.
Between Orbach and Paul Winfield and like just all of them, the ladies, like everybody was just like gunning for that that moment of glory in this episode.
Well, girl, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Oh yeah, hey dear listeners. Hey, this is your wacky aunt, Auntie Maim.
Now you're the wacky aunt, not your favorite relation. You're the wacky aunt.
The wacky aunt. WLAFF, your station source for comedy podcast. No, I'm not. So as Mim said, I'm Auntie Maim. Your favorite relation.
I'm gonna cancel you.
You can. You can. I'm on FM. You can't cancel us. We are on the airwaves all the time. So you can find me on.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of that, do you remember the really bad? Speaking of all the airwaves all the time, do you remember the really bad movie with Kirstie Alley and oh God, he died. I can picture him. Three's Company. What's his name?
Oh, John Ritter.
John Ritter.
Kirstie
Where they're
Alley,
trapped
John
in a
Ritter.
possessed
Oh
TV.
yeah.
Oh, it was bad. Keep on going, girl. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. So, jeez. So you can find me on social media on Facebook and Instagram at auntie.maim. That's MAIM. You can find me on Twitter at the Maim Ministry. You can find me in real life if you're ever visiting South Florida. I host a couple of shows. So I host Laughs at Lit in Fort Lauderdale at a little bar called Lit. In Miami Beach, I host the amazing Colossal Karaoke at a bar called Kill Your Idol. It's a hybrid karaoke and cabaret show. And every other week, you can find me performing improv at the Villain Theater in the little Haiti neighborhood of Miami. That sounds about like everything. How about you, my sweet, my delicious Mims?
Well, I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. You can find this podcast at You Slay Me Pod on Twitter. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/ Mims and Maim. You can find our other podcast, Baking Sugar, a Designing Women podcast.
Skip this week.
At Baking Sugar Pod. Wait, we're still funny. We're
No,
even in hate.
Even our
hate.
Even our dislike of this last episode. Like, please, actually, you should probably listen to this last episode that we just did because it was a doozy.
And, dear listeners, if you want to go and start begging the Cherokee Casino, Harris Cherokee, for a 2 drag queen show that Maim and I have not yet made or thought about,
Haven't produced it at all.
haven't written a letter, but we would. We would, in our spare time, which we do not have very much of. We would meet at 5 minutes a day every 17 days to figure this out. And by the time the show started, we would have nothing written, but it'd be a hell of a time.
Just make sure to beg respectfully because it is a tribal reservation casino.
It is.
Please be respectful.
It is. And special shout out to Koala Coffee and Cafe in Koala Java Cafe in Cherokee. Their coffee's great. They are not very active on Twitter, but I did thank them for their coffee. Their coffee's great. Like it's hard to find, especially in casino towns. It's hard to find good coffee that's not like Starbucks. There's a Starbucks at the casino, but theirs is very, very good.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Girl,
you should do like a survey guide about like local casino coffee shops. Just travel the country, just going to like all the mom and pop coffee shops.
Oh my God, there's so many bad casino places out there, girl.
Like I said. So, if the best part of the casino trip is the coffee, people would like to know that.
The best part of waking up is the shitty casino coffee in your cup.
With chips.
Kind of, yeah. So, I was playing at a table in the morning, and they deliver. You have to at the Cherokee Casino and a lot of tribal casinos you have to pay for alcohol.
Oh,
Vegas you don't, but like at the tribal ones you do.
Okay.
But they'll give you water or coffee for free.
Nice.
Girl, you don't take that coffee.
Oh no.
She offered me that coffee. I was like, no, thank you. She's like, are you sure you don't want a coffee or water? I'm like, no, thank you. But I have water. Do you want a water? No, thank you. Would you like a coffee? My God. And it's the same waitress at the same, like this is me talking to her
She's concerned about your playability. Oh, well, that too.
Yeah.
She just wanted to make sure you were properly caffeinated. Honestly,
I was not. But that coffee was not what I wanted. I instead went to the restaurant there and drank some shitty coffee there too.
I'm like, can I have some Nescafe, please?
Some Nescafe.
Just hand me some Nescafe. I'll be all right.
What was his name?
Jean-Luc.
Oh, yeah, International Delight, which is Maxwell House. If you didn't know, it's now Maxwell House International Delight.
I love it.
Girl, Do you have anything else to add at this moment, Tom?
No, we've been doing this for a bit.
Why don't you say good night, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.